Mike Vick coming on the show today. You know what? Here's the thing. I honestly feel I don't get angry about sports a lot because my job, Joy and I are supposed to be like reporters, right?
Correct.
And you're an athlete. You can get mad.
Yeah.
You got friends in the locker room. I try to stay out of the emotion. It makes me mad to see how little support Andrew Luck gets.
Yeah.
He had a GM that couldn't get him an O-line. He still doesn't have a running game. Cincinnati's got players. He gets cheap-shotted yesterday. He's driving for the win and they fumble. As a guy that ran around, because, I mean, he's been banged up, what's your interpretation of Andrew Luck as a talent?
I think he has all the talent in the world. It's about getting the talent around him. And obviously the GM has to do his part. The players around him has to do their part. But, you know, yesterday he played a great game. I honestly thought they was going to win the game.
Yep.
They didn't do enough. I think they had a fumble in the end that sealed the deal.
Yeah.
But, you know, Andrew Luck is a work in progress, and he'll continue to grow. He'll continue to get better. I'm actually excited to see him out there. I was excited to see him run on the field as a coach, too. I was just as excited as he was.
Okay, I want to talk about Aaron Rodgers. So my argument has been, listen, I have no problem. Chicago knows for the next 5 or 6 years they have to face Aaron Rodgers twice a year. I'd overpay for Khalil Mack.
Yeah.
And if I was Green Bay and I knew the Bears wanted him, I'd overpay for him to keep him away from Aaron Rodgers, who's off a collarbone surgery. So I'm watching that sack yesterday, and I'm thinking, Aaron Rodgers came this close from being out for the year. The pressure on his leg, I don't care. I think certain times, Mike, you got to overpay for certain things.
Yeah.
I would have overpaid for Khalil Mack to keep him away from my quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. What do you think of Mack?
It should have been 31 teams in line to make a trade for Khalil Mack. Whether it was the Green Bay Packers, whether it was the Chicago Bears, everyone had an opportunity, I think, if it, you know, made sense salary cap-wise or for whatever they could trade or whatever they could offer. He's a once-in-a-lifetime talent. You know, he's a guy that you, for the Raiders' sake, you don't let him go. You do everything in your power to keep him. You know, if you're a team that has to face him, you want to do everything in your power to get him. You think about Derek Thomas, you think about Lawrence Taylor, those type of talents.
They come around once a decade.
Once in a decade. And then you think about pairing him with Clay Matthews. It's a recipe for a championship.
When you played, now you were the most mobile quarterback of my lifetime, okay? But a pass rush, now I want you to talk about times in your career that as good as you were, because I watched Chicago last night, and they got nothing but players on defense.
Yeah.
They got nothing but players. That defense is going to be for and they're young.
Yeah.
I mean, this Roquan Smith, Khalil Mack has never missed a game. What does a pass rush do, even for you, a mobile quarterback like Chicago?
It just gets you off the spot. You know, when you get guys who are constantly putting pressure on you, falling around your feet, knocking you down, helping you up, knocking you down again, it's not a good feeling. And it is no way to get in the rhythm.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
Now, you say it gets you off your spot. What do you mean?
You know, you always want to be a guy at the quarterback position that throw guys open. You know, it's important to be accurate because, you know, you're 10-yard out, you know, the margin for error is really, really slim. You got a guy who's closing on him, and if it's not a zone defense, then, you know, you got guys in man-to-man, and accuracy becomes, you know, really relevant. And if you can't do that, if you can't set your feet, if you can't get comfortable, which is a mental thing, then the accuracy goes out the window.
Yeah, and that's what listen, Aaron Rodgers last night, this is a guy with 2 collarbone surgeries and was really close to having his season end last night.
Yeah.
And Aaron is a magician, but he plays Minnesota this week, and if you fall behind to them, they got a guy that's better than Mitch Trubisky. I think what Chicago said is, we're just going to make Aaron Rodgers, for the next 5 years, as uncomfortable as we can.
Just hit him.
And we're just going to get him off his spot. We're going to get him out of it. Now, we may not beat him at Lambeau much, but what I watched last night was Chicago getting Aaron Rodgers, and this, by the way, Mack was on a snap count last night.
Yeah.
He's not going to be on a snap count in 3 weeks.
All the time, yeah.
So let me go to this. Rookie quarterback. So Cleveland's like, we're not playing our rookie. And Baltimore did for about a snap. Arizona got shellacked, couldn't score. I'm not going to play our rookie. And Buffalo, by the way, played their rookie, but didn't really want to play their rookie. And now the Jets tonight are saying, oh, no, we're going to start our rookie.
Yeah, that's smart.
Okay, this is 2018. Now, you sat for your first year. Is it different now? Would you play these rookie quarterbacks?
Yeah, I would play rookie quarterbacks because they have a ton of time to get ready for the season. And you got mini camps, you got OTAs, you got training camp, you got the preseason. What teams tend to do is let the rookie guys go against the tools for the entire time, whether it's mini camp, OTAs, whatever, preseason. You put them out there with the ones and just let them get the work in. Let them get the feel for the game, get adjusted to the speed of the game. And by the time the regular season come week 1, he's acclimated. See, what they tend to do is protect those guys and think because they're so young that they're not ready. When mentally, they're ready. And you have to find a way to get them ready, and that's the coach's job. But 2018, rookie quarterbacks need to start unless it's a situation like Joe Flacco and Lamar Jackson where you have a proven veteran and you know Lamar's a talent.
But you want
to develop.
Yeah, he's more of a project.
He's a project.
By the way,
that's understandable.
Do you know Sam Darnold's the youngest starting rookie quarterback ever? So the Jets feel so good about Darnold. He's not only a rookie, he's the youngest rookie tonight ever to start week 1 in the NFL. And the Jets are like, we had Teddy Bridgewater, we'll trade him out. So the Jets of all the teams either feel that it either proves that Darnold is way better than the other rookies, or it proves your point where the Jets are like, listen, we're not winning the Super Bowl anyway.
Yeah.
Why not just get him out there and get him up to game speed and get him into reps? Yeah. I think he's going to take some lumps tonight. Monday Night Football on the road in a dome. But I do think the Jets are good enough defensively to keep it close.
Yeah, who knows? Those are good reps, and he might play better than what we expect. The thing is, the ceiling is high for him. And I expect him to play well. I expect him to be prepared, and he showed that in preseason, and I'm excited for him. I'm excited for all the young quarterbacks that's playing right now.
Okay, so you know Andy Reid, and you were in Kansas City to watch Patrick Mahomes. So you told me off the air, you said, listen, this guy's different.
Yeah.
Okay, so yesterday Peter Schrager on our show had some practice video that was ridiculous.
Yeah, that we laughed at.
It was funny, right? So I watched this Patrick Mahomes yesterday, and I came into the season, Mike, and my takeaway was I just don't know enough. I love Andy Reid, and I love their players. I haven't seen him play enough. I'm watching that game, and I don't want to overreact on a Monday, week 1. Oh, man. Like, this is what you kept telling me you saw.
Yeah, it's hard not to overreact. And, look, Peter showed us the clips yesterday, and we looked at them. We said, okay, this is practice. I've seen it before. It may have been Peter's first time seeing him actually get reps in practice or, do some of the things that I know he's special at. But it's not evident until you go out and do it on the field. His last game last season, the last game he played against Denver, he really played well.
Yeah.
Passer rating over 100, gave Andy the confidence to put him out there to trade Alex Smith and give him an opportunity, give him a shot. And yesterday he showed us why.
God, he's got a great arm.
That it was worth every minute.
It's so funny. Like, I like Dak, and there are quarterbacks I like, but you watch Trubisky, and you watch Dak, and you watch Patrick Mahomes. Michael.
He has all the tools.
His arm, he's flicking that thing downfield.
He made some throws that I wish I could have made.
Really?
I mean, I think about some of the passes and opportunities that I had that, the ones that you don't get a chance to get back, and like, wow. That's when a guy is an exceptional talent, and Andy know how to pick him. I will say that. He knows quarterback.
Yeah, he does. And I will say this, is that Kansas City is one of the great NFL towns in America. People forget this. The Golden State Warriors were awful for 30 years, but people didn't give up their season tickets. Yeah. San Francisco's always been a great NBA town. Kansas City's been – they never reward their fans with the big wins. That is a great NFL town. This morning you wake up in Kansas City and you're like, we got our guy for 13 years.
Yes.
You've got your guy. By the way, and the ceiling is a mile high with him.
Wow, and it's not a guy that you got through trade. It's not a guy that you just brung in to play 4 or 5 games and fill the void. This is the franchise quarterback, something that the Chiefs haven't had in a long time.
That you feel that it's literally
can build around.
You can go toe-to-toe with Big Ben.
Yeah,
you can throw
absolutely.
the ball toe-to-toe. By the way, I'm watching Dallas and Carolina. Everybody's paying attention to the Cowboys. I watched this Cam offense, and, listen, the guy is Superman. He's like 6'6", 250. Cam's never had back-to-back winning seasons. And my takeaway is this offense they run in Carolina, can you win Super Bowls? Can you be an 11-win team year in and year out with that offense? It feels like it's 40% college to me.
Yeah, I think Norv has to, show some type of innovation. I think, the way Cam plays and the things that he can do and what he offer to the offensive side of the ball is, what a lot of the teams are doing now. I like Kansas City, Chicago Bears.
There's
a ton of movement,
yes.
and just getting your speed guys in space, your guys with talent.
Do you think Cam still runs it too much though?
I think he runs when he have to.
Okay, so you're okay with his running?
Yes, I'm okay with his running, but I think the offense should be centered around getting the guys, who are the speed guys, the guys who are multi-talented, putting the ball in their hands, whether it's on the edge or just in space. And, it's not all about the traditional drop-back game with Cam. I think he has to...
You got to take what he has.
Yeah, you got to take what he has and build around it. And, I don't know if Norv is capable of doing that.
Norv does like the ball down the field.
Yeah,
and Cam
which
throws
is good at times.
Yeah, Cam can throw a great deep ball. It's funny, we're all beating up on the Cowboys, and I watch Cam and Carolina, and I'm like, it's a real high-low... You start watching some of these offenses in the NFL that are so efficient, so pure, so explosive. Carolina feels like with Cam, they need that front seven. They're going to win. Carolina's going to win a lot of games like what you saw yesterday.
Yeah.
That's how they're going to win. Because I just don't feel with Cam sometimes his accuracy. You're not dropping 34 points a weekend with Cam.
Yeah.
But with a great defense, you can win a bunch of that stuff, what I saw yesterday.
Yeah, and they don't – I don't think they have a true number one receiver. I know Funches plays well, at times. McCaffrey is a guy that you'll have to feed majority of the time. He'll probably lead the team in receptions. Hopefully he won't, but he's a talent that you have to, take advantage of.
Yeah.
I think he'll be the guy that can pick up the slack. But Cam's going to have to move the ball around, and they're going to have to, have some trickery. They're going to have to, just put guys in a position where they create the mismatches.
Yeah. Michael Vick, 4 Pro Bowls, all-time leading rusher at quarterback in the NFL. Great seeing you, bud. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.